Yes, doctor. I'm just busy with the patient, and I'll come see you promptly after. Alright. Well, if it isn't Cadet 736, I never thought I was gonna see you again. Ensign 736. Of course. I know it's all proper and we're supposed to follow protocol, but you can call me Noah now if you want. I understand it's protocol. I don't want to get you in trouble. But, so you can keep calling me 707, but my name's Noah. Wow, I never thought I'd see you again. But here you are. I suppose dreams do come true. Miracles happen, don't they? Yeah. I need to get you cleaned up. I never thought I would see you again. Are you working on the starship? No, of course, the planet below. Gotcha. That makes sense. You always did want to go out and do bigger and brighter things than the little village he grew up in. Yeah, I'm an ensign too. I just got my first medical goggles. I am so excited to use them. Can you believe it? I look so important. Well, it's nice of you to say. You are important too. I have to start scanning you. Got my medical scanner, and you're just gonna feel a little bit of a buzzing sensation, and you're gonna hear a sort of humming sound. But it's not gonna hurt. It's just analyzing, alright? It's gonna work with my glasses and help see what you need. Alright. Just completely random. But do you remember that conversation we had the night before graduation? Yeah, we were supposed to finish it after the graduation party, but I wasn't able to come. I want you to know that I intended to be there. I just done configurating. My uncle got sick, and it was looking real bad. But he made it. He's all good now. But it looked pretty dire at the time. And so we were wondering if we were supposed to be saying our goodbyes and all that. It turned out all right in the end. I meant to contact you. I just didn't know how, and we weren't in the same field, so I wasn't seeing you in post-academy training. I wasn't going to be out on the field at all for a while, you know? But here you are. Here you are. That is truly something. I'm just doing a scan. I'm noticing that there are some sort of abrasions here. They're not too deep, but they are bleeding quite a lot. And I'm just gonna patch those up for you. Alright? I'm also seeing some minor cuts. And I'm gonna use a little zapper to clear those up. We call it the zapper. It's got a bunch of fancy name to it, but we just call it the zapper. And it's also looking like there's just some soreness on these muscles on the side of your abdomen. So I will be happy to help that as well while you're here. Might as well leave in the best shape of your life. Alright. I really did mean to finish that conversation with you. I can't even imagine how you must have been feeling all this time. Feeling like I left you high and dry. But I've been thinking of you. So, hello. Alright. We're getting this nice. Okay. I'm just going to be applying this dressing to the side of your arm here. I'm just going to be doing that. Alright. Thankfully, they have a lot of antibacterial screens through every stage before you got in here, so you shouldn't be at risk for any infection. Just need to make sure you don't bleed too much. Alright. How's that feel? Perfect. You wanted to finish the conversation now? I mean, I'm really not supposed to be having a lot of personal conversations. I mean, I guess I already am. But, alright. That's looking pretty good. How does that feel? Not too tight. Alright. It's almost a little primitive, don't you think? These dressings. Just a little strange. Alright. So we're gonna put that on this arm as well. And it's just gonna stick to you very good. Alright. Very good. You are a good patient, Ensign. I suppose we can finish that conversation if you really wanted to. You remember what it was about. You can start if you want. I suppose you're right. Whether I meant to or not, you got stood up, and I'm probably the one who should speak first. Alright. Well. I got the zapper right here. Just gonna be putting it on your different cuts, and it's gonna, sort of send out a zap. It'll help fuse the skin over. I'm just gonna clear up the little cuts. And I guess finish that 3-year-old conversation. Well, it's not gonna sting too bad. You'll just feel a little zap. Alright. Well, you see, we'd been talking about our futures, of where we were going to be. I was going into medical. You were going into exploration. And, I knew that my parents did not want me to get stuck in one place. They didn't want me to hold on to friendships or romantic relationships too strongly because they wanted me to be able to get my career going anywhere. So that's how they failed. They were the ones who were always so supportive of me going into the academy. They always wanted to see one of their own become a medical. So they wanted me to do it the way they intended. And so that's what I told you. And you asked me. You asked if that's really what I wanted. To give up any friendships or romantic relationships. And I was just feeling so pressured. Not by you, but by my family. To do it in a certain way. That I just said yes. Because I didn't think I was allowed to have another answer. And you said you didn't believe that. You felt like we were important. You put yourself out on a limb. And I told you that we should talk after graduation. And then I never showed up. And I have been kicking myself ever since. I still have dreams. Trying to make it go different. Trying to redo my answer or have some sort of prophecy that my uncle was going to be okay and it wasn't that dire. But who knows? If I had gone to the graduation party instead of saying goodbye to my uncle, maybe somehow that would have affected the future and he wouldn't have gone well. I don't really know. But I know that I would change my answer to you. I would tell you. No. That's not what I want. I would tell you that I know that we'd be apart for training, but that I would find you. I would find you, and we'd make it work somehow. That space is really big. But I think what we had was more than that. Was bigger than all of that. And we could have made it work. But somehow, a love like that, you make it work. No matter what. That's what I would have said. But I imagine it's probably too late by now. It's not hurting too bad. Alright. And what is it that you have to tell me, Hanson 736? What have you waited 3 years to tell me? I know that it seemed like rejection. I'm sorry. There was no way to contact you. But that's no excuse. I feel like I could have tried harder, you know. I'm sorry that I hurt you. I really am. I'm very, very sorry that I hurt you. And I appreciate you hearing me out. Oh. You had something else to say? Well, go on. You are a very nervous speaker. It's not too late. If it's not too late for you, it's never too late for me. I gotta be quick, 'cause the last thing is your abdomen is sore. I could relax the muscles with this, but it's pretty loud, so I won't be able to talk at all the whole time it's going. So, I just want to say one thing real quick. I love you, Ensign 736. And I have loved you the entire time I've known you. And I cannot believe how lucky I am that I have not lost my chance. That's the end of your visit, Ensign. I hope you feel better. I think for the first time in 3 years, I feel better, too. I'll see you in the mess hall. Of course. I have to go see the doctor, my boss, about something important. It was very good to see you, Ensign. I can call you that. If you call me Noah, I can call you by your name. Alright.